Alright, take two. Let's see if I can condense this down. I know I haven't done a video in a minute, but I have taken videos. I just either A, haven't edited them, or things didn't turn out right, and I'm either waiting on recording parts, or this, where I'm completely changing stuff up. So, I got stuff, I just haven't edited it. But this one I plan on pushing out fairly soon. So this one's probably going to be up, then there's going to be backtracking on some stuff when I actually get around to editing them. But if you follow my social media, you'll know that I partially redid the exhaust on my Yukon. I haven't gotten done yet, but I've partially redone it. And I got to working on it the other weekend. Got a V-band clamp right here, and got this one welded. I was going to take my muffler down on the pipes that I installed the weekend before that. Take my muffler down, and take it off the manifold, stuff like that. And the collector stud / bolt stripped out. So I decided to say, screw it. If I'm redoing the exhaust, I might as well redo the whole thing. Got me some stainless steel headers. These are maximizer headers for the 96 to 99 350 Vortex. It also runs into some 2000, 2001 carryover SUV / some of the 2500 trucks went on until like 01 or 02. But the maximizer header is what I got for my Sonoma, and it fit good. I didn't have any problems with it. Didn't see anything that was different or, wrong with it. Didn't have any problems on my Sonoma, so I decided to... I was originally going to go with pace setters, but pace setters does not make a stainless steel header. In fact, OBX and Maximizer is OBX, just more expensive, so I'm hoping it's a little better quality than the standard OBX. OBX is the only one that makes a stainless steel header for the Vortec 350. You can get stainless steel headers for the TBI and back 350s, but not for the Vortex. So, I was left with this or going with some cheaper pace setters, which is what I was going to get, but in the armored coating, which is ceramic coating. But I started doing some reading, and especially on the pace setters, they're not coated on the inside and outside. So while the outside might not rust, the inside of the pipe is going to rust, and I've read some posts on some people getting them on these exact headers for the GMT400 trucks. Said they had them on there for about 5-6 years, and it started rusting from the inside out. I started having leaks and issues. So I wanted to go with full stainless. These were the only ones I found. I had good results in my Sonoma, so I went ahead and went with them. Now, people on some posts have, on forums and like the F-body forums, the Camaro forums, people say, oh, don't get them, they're bad quality. There's even somebody that posted a bunch of pictures. Well, these are welded all on the inside. I see no problem with them. There's a little bit of extra slag down in here. There's a little bit of slag in there. I might go in there with a file and file that down at some point. But it's not going to bother me too much. But the welds look solid. I don't see any erroneous TIG marks where the TIG torque touched and burned through the pipe. I know somebody has said something about that. Not with these specific headers, but with other with other headers that were for other vehicles. And inside the collector, all these welds are good. The weld inside here, I have nothing to complain about. Somebody else might say something different. There's also comes with gaskets, which I'm not going to use. I actually have some performance Felpro headers, manifold gaskets that I'm going to use. This is the 3 to 2.5 inch reducers, which I am going to use because my V bands are 2.5 and my exhaust is 2.5. Stickers and warranty cards, stuff like that. But another thing, These are actually a matte finished stainless steel. I was under the impression that all the stainless steel headers were glossy, or not glossy, they were mirror finished. Well, these aren't. And that's partially my fault. I didn't fully read the post. It actually said that this was a matte finished, sandblasted or Euro finished, depending on which one you read. But in my defense, out of the 5 posts that had these headers, only one of them was mirror finished. So I had 5 chances, and I took a chance that wasn't a mirror finish. But I'm fine with it as long as it's stainless steel. It would be nice if it was shiny, but in the end, it's going to turn colors, going to turn blue, purple, gold. Same thing that happened on my Sonoma, so, I don't mind. It is what it is, but I don't see any problems with the headers themselves. I will do an install video later on. I don't know how in-depth I'm going to be, but I'll let you know if I have fitment issues. Here's the other header. Just want to get a shot at the other header. Well, I got it. Again, all welded on the inside, and I don't really see any issues. So, yeah. Still wish I would have been able to get the actual Still wish I would have gotten the mirror finish, but like I said, I already ordered them. I'm not going to pay a restocking fee penalty just so I can order another set. So, yeah. But these do have the EGR port on the other one. That's one reason why I went ahead and got the Vortec specific headers, because as of right now, my computer isn't tuned. I don't have a tuned computer. I will, once I get these installed, I'll order a black bear tune for it. But as of right now, I need to keep it. But what I don't have air injection. These only come with EGR air injection configurations. And nobody that I found sells a specific kit for the GMT400 to get rid of the air injection, because I don't know how many 350s actually came with the air injection, because mine doesn't have it. So I went and got a 98 to 02 LS1 from a Z28 Trans Am, but you need 2 kits. They call it an EGR / air injection block off kit, or whatever they call it. You need to buy 2 kits, because this is the piece you need right here, and there's only 1 per kit in all the kits that I found. And this was one of the better looking kits that I found that had a specific gasket that didn't have a hole in it and stuff. But these screws are too short. These headers aren't threaded, and I don't know if the OEMs are threaded. The manifolds are, but these are too short. So, went on Amazon, and I will put links to this stuff in the description. It's an M8 by 125 thread by 35 millimeters long. That's how long you need it. And then these are some copper locking header bolts, exhaust bolts. And I'm going to show you how to put these on in a minute, but these are conical, and they call it a flathead socket screw. And these are stainless, these screws. So, yeah, I'm going to show you how to put these on the headers real quick. But here's the plate. There's the gasket right there. Screws are in it, and the bolts are down there. This is a 5 millimeter hex on the top, Allen on the top, and then a 13 millimeter for the bolt at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten these down, and I'll be back. And there we go. I think there's a little bit of slag on that hole, but these are tight. I Just put these are 5mm. Put a 5mm drive, nut driver, and a 3/8 ratchet, and 13mm wrench right there, and just torqued it down as hard as I could. This is kind of a hard gasket, but it should hold. If it doesn't, you can always change the gasket out to a softer graphite type gasket. This is more of a hard, almost an aluminum like gasket. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one, and there it is, all done, all tight. And because these are they're exhaust oriented, you know, manifold studs basically. Manifold stud bolts, so nothing should happen with those. These are stainless steel. You know, I'll put a link in the description, both of those. If I can find a block-off plate kit on Amazon it's decent that I find, looks decent anyway, I'll put that in the description too. And yeah, but that's basically just an overview and air injection block-off plate for these headers, and I'll do an install here within the next couple weeks, and I'll record it and get that out there too. So I got a bunch of other stuff with these headers too. First I got the headers, then I got all the rest of the exhaust to redo up until the point that I got, and then finish it, because it still just ends right up under the truck, right under the driver's seat actually. So it's kind of loud, but there is a muffler there, so it is toned down. But that video will probably never see the light of day, even though I'm really happy with the way it turned out up until that point. But yep, got headers now, so the front's gonna have to be redone. I also got some spark plug wires, header spark plug boots. I guess it's fiberglass boots for the end of the spark plugs, and yeah, some wire holders and some other stuff. But anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.